Well, welcome along to the kennels of trainer Robert Holt, and we're joined here by a dog called Tricky Baloo, who some of you may not have on your radar for the Star Sports Greyhound Derby at the moment, but he is a likely entry. Now, Robert, we know this dog as sort of an A2 dog around Sheffield, I'd say. He has raced top grade there, but yeah. I mean, he's a gorgeous dog and a real character as well. What can you tell us about him?
He's just started coming away from lids a bit better. We had a little bit of trouble with his back. That's why he's been off. He's had a trial round Sheffield over at 480 on his trial back. He did 28.20, but didn't come our way so fast. So we're hoping that he's going to have a trial round Nottingham just to see how he handles them straights.
But all being well, he's a likely entry for you. He's a nice sort of age for the Derby, February 18, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He's just over 2 now, so he should be coming to hand.
And he's not been overly raced at all in his life racing. We could see a lot more come from him because he's a big dog as well, isn't he?
He's a big dog. He's only had a few races. He's still learning, to be fair. He is.
How do you think he could go in the Derby, realistically?
Really, if he got through a few rounds, I'd be an happy chap, like.
Would you?
Yeah.
250 to 1 with Star Sports at the moment.
Yeah, get your mortgage on it.
Do you think? He likes to cuddle normally, doesn't he? He likes to come up, but managing to stay on 4 feet for a while. But he's a lovely dog, this. I'm a big fan of Tricky Baloo, who will head to Nottingham for the Star Sports Derby. Right. Well, I'm joined again by Robert Holt, and this is his superstar greyhound, a dog that we all fell in love with last year. This is Trickys Dumbo, who I know many of you will be interested in for the Star Sports Greyhound Derby. He's currently a 33 to 1 chance, and look, when he starts going around Nottingham, if he enjoys it there as much as he did last year, then that price will definitely shorten. So let's just go back to last year, Robert, because obviously he's just had the 4 races in this country, which I couldn't believe when I looked it up, how much we all took to him, and he took to Nottingham, winning puppy race on Derby final night, and then of course going on to win the Select Stakes in amazing style.
Yeah.
What were those what was that 6 weeks like for you?
It were really good. We'd held him back a bit at Sheffield just for the puppy race at Nottingham. We expected him to go well, but not as well as he did. He won his first heat, and the prices were unbelievable as well, to be fair. He was 10 to 1 to win his first heat, and I think lads had him at 16 to 1 to win the second heat. So he did take off, run really well. We run him in a puppy open a few weeks later on Nottingham, and then we'd entered him for a puppy race on Select Night. Nathan run me from Nottingham on the Thursday. He said, I can't run Dumbo in puppy race. I said, why not? He says, he's in Select. Because one had been withdrawn, Jimmy Wright's dog had been pulled. So we ended up in trap 3, so come away and won it. So it was.
Thank goodness that happened.
Yeah, it was great. It was.
And did you fancy him that night?
Well, all lads were fancying him, to be honest with you. To be honest with you, we had a meal upstairs. I think I ate 1 potato, a little piece of chicken. Then puddings come. I said, you better bring me a Guinness. I couldn't eat, I was that nervous, but he come off and did his job for us, so we're really pleased with him.
And then of course he won the Select, beating the best with the best, and you beat in there the dog that finished second in the Derby, Baloo Has. So you know he's good enough to go to Ireland for the Irish Derby. So off you went, which was quite an adventure for you and a bit of a learning curve, but it didn't quite go to plan.
No, we had trouble with his paperwork to start with. Then we managed to get his trial on the Saturday. We were held up with ferry, so we'd to be at stadium for the latest 7:10 to trial. We just pulled in at Shelburne Park at 7:02, so it was straight on the scale, straight to the traps, trialled. He did a good run. I think he did 29.80 off top of my head, and then we took him back week after then for first round. He qualified in first round, then second round we got took out at first bend and he did a shoulder and an hamstring, so he'd been off since then.
And obviously then you were trying to prepare him for the eclipse at the track he loves, Nottingham. But he has had niggles, I think, the back end of last year particularly.
Yeah.
What were the nature of the injuries and are you on top of them now?
Well, when we trialled him for eclipse, his last run he did 29.55, but he come off, he wasn't walking proper. So we had him looked at. He was sore on his shins, sore in his shoulder. He was sore around his back end, and he'd also done an hamstring as well. So we've been working away with that, and then plenty of galloping at home. Is it itching now? Look.
It's because I'm scratching his neck.
He's been galloping at home. He's been up Lure a few times, and then he's been to Sheffield for a few trials.
And he will be heading to Nottingham to trial very shortly. It's difficult to know what to do with him, isn't it? And I know that you put a lot of thought into it, probably sleepless nights, because you want to prepare him fully for the Derby. And of course, you would have been tempted by the juvenile and the Still City Cup, would you?
Yeah, but he just won't fit enough. He'd only had a few sprints, and we need to get him over that 500 to see if he's going to come back as good as he was. Yeah. Hopefully, he will do. So that's the plan of attack.
That is the plan of attack. Currently 33-1 with Star Sports for the Derby.
He is, yeah.
Yes. That could shorten. If you like that price, I'll be taking it now. And stay tuned. We'll be getting Robert's thoughts on what he thinks of this dog and whether or not he can win the Star Sports Greyhound Derby. Well, I'm joined again by Robert Holt, who's going to tell us all about whether or not Trickys Dumbo can actually win the Star Sports Greyhound Derby. As we stand here today, the dog is fit and healthy. He's ready to trial. Just a little weight issue to deal with, Robert, which we're blaming you for, aren't we?
Linda went away for 3 days. Well, she went away on Friday.
This is your assistant trainer?
Yeah, she went away Friday morning and come back Monday night. So Friday I went to freezer for some chicken breast for him, and we'd run out. So I thought I'd feed him some salmon. So I cooked a big pan of salmon up for everybody, and I put some in his bowl, and I thought, well, that don't look a good feed for George, so I added a bit more in, and then we added some more in, so he had a full bowl of salmon. He had same again on Saturday, same again Sunday. Put him on scale Monday morning. I thought he's looking a bit big, that dog, and he put 1 3/4 kilos on.
In 3 days?
In 3 days, yeah.
Oh dear.
So George had been on salmon and I'd been on curries for 3 days. So
and he's now on a diet, bless him.
He's on a big time diet now.
Oh dear.
That's it.
He enjoyed himself though.
Yeah.
While Mum was away.
That's it. No more salmon for George.
Once that weight issue's dealt with, and of course he's going to start trialling again, there's no reason to think he can't come back exactly the same as the dog that we last saw race on Select Stakes night, isn't it?
That's it. I hope so. I hope he comes back, because a lot of lads follow him. He's got a good fan.
Yeah, of course he has.
Fans behind him.
Because he was such a spectacular dog, and of course you were a relatively unknown trainer at the time, and I think everybody loves that kind of story. I looked at his 4 runs at Nottingham, and the best of them was in the Select Stakes.
Yeah.
A 4.94 sectional, 29.39 he clocked on that night. Now, let's run him up against Ice on Fire. He's in trap 2, Ice on Fire in 3. How much would you like to see that race?
It'd be a great race. It would be a great race. I mean, you've also 4 other good dogs in race as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be nice to see if we could all get. I think everybody wants to see it.
Would you back him in that race?
I'd have to do. He's my boy.
And would you genuinely fancy him though? How do you think you will fare against, what is at the moment the best in the country?
He's the fastest dog in the country, but I think if we could go up with him, we could give him a run. I do.
And do you think you can go up with him? Because obviously his early pace is sensational.
He's got great early pace. It's just what happens around them first 2 bends. Who can pace up the fastest going in at 3rd, I think, to be fair. But yeah, it would be a great race, a great contest.
What are your hopes for him for the Derby? Your genuine hopes?
I hope he gets to the final.
You're literally thinking that far ahead. You're thinking final. I just
hope he will get there. Yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, he's the fastest dog I've ever had. So you always want to. Well, everybody wants to get to the final, don't they?
But I think the way you just say get to the final, that is a reflection when we've been talking off camera of your genuine confidence in the dog and how good he is.
Yeah. If he comes back as good as he was when he won't select. But I mean, you've 6 rounds to get through, haven't you?
Mm.
You know, so there's a lot of racing to get to that final.
So for those people watching this, 33 to 1 before he's been back to Nottingham for a trial, would you be taking that price if you liked this dog last year? There's no reason to think he won't come back the same dog.
No, it should come back the same dog. I mean, 33 is a good price. I mean, I'm not a gambler myself, so I won't be gambling like it's. I'm all for win me.
Okay.
It's
Well, you won't
win.
need to gamble if he wins. It'd be
No,
amazing
that's
for you.
it.
And I think we would all love to see this dog go well in the Star Sports Greyhound Derby. And at the moment, he is still a 33 to 1 chance anti-post. Well, we're going to find out more now about who Robert Holt is. And first thing I should say is he lives in North Yorkshire, which is why we're filming indoors today, because it's snowing. It's really pretty miserable out there. But many people would have only heard about you when Trickys Dumbo came on the scene last year. So tell us about your background in greyhound racing.
I first started when I was about 19. I did a favour for a friend of mine, Mick, and I took a boiler to Barnsley for him, for his friend to boil meat up for greyhounds. And I wouldn't take any money for petrol. So he says, you and your lass be ready Saturday night, I'll take you out. And when he picked us up, this greyhound popped its head over the car seat and he took us to Highgate flapping track. And that was my introduction.
Really?
And
just sold?
That's it, yeah.
Got the bug that quick?
That's it, rest is history.
So you've had a number of dogs before, obviously Trickys Dumbo came on the scene as an owner and trainer yourself, haven't you?
Yeah.
Mostly graders, or did you have any success before?
We had Tricky's on fire.
Yes.
He got to semi-finals at Scottish Derby.
Yeah.
He got beat 1 spot by Tudor Prince up there. Already been in final. Then we had what it now? Tricky Blue Ginger.
Yeah.
We had some good success with him with opens. Tricky Bluebell, she won some nice opens for us. Tricky Joe Friday, he was good. We had some good fun with him.
Where does the tricky prefix come from?
We had a litter of pups, and first one born, it come out backwards. He was born backwards. I said, he's Tricky. And that was his pet name, Tricky.
And it's
so
stuck.
we called them all Tricky then.
And you've run a couple of businesses here alongside training greyhounds. So you supply meat to trainers all up and down the country, as far as Essex and Kent, everywhere, don't you?
Yeah, up Durham, Newcastle. Yeah, it's my dad's that does the meat, like. I help him. But he's really busy, yeah.
And you also have a lot of people sending pups to you for schooling and rearing. Fields full of pups, and you've got a nice little schooling track as well, so that keeps you very busy. Not so much in this weather, but that's a busy job.
This weather was shut down for a few months because we just can't do out about it, but in summer we're busy with schooling and rearing. Well, rearing it's all year round, you know, but the schooling side of it, it's not good this time of year.
So incredibly busy. How many dogs do you actually train at the moment?
I've only got 4 race dogs.
Okay.
But then we've 16 in for schooling, and there'll be about another 30 out in field getting reared. And
one of those in training at the moment is, of course, Trickys Dumbo. How did you come to own a dog as good as that?
It was Dominic in Ireland that owned him, and he rung my dad up and says, tell your Robert to buy this dog.
And people will know Dominic because he runs the Greyhound Superstore over there, is it?
He does, yeah. And I said to my dad, I said, I ain't buying another dog.
You turned him down?
I turned him
Trickys
down.
Dumbo.
Yeah, and then my dad says, Dominic's been on phone again. I said, I don't really want to buy another dog, Dad. He says, look, ring him, please. He wants you to buy this dog.
Yeah.
So it ended up, I rung him, and we come to a deal. And that's how it come to be.
The deal wasn't just a cash deal, was it?
No, he took 3 van load of beef as well. So
he bought Trickys Dumbo with cash and beef.
Yeah, we're a bit thrift up Yorkshire. But yeah.
I love it. One thing that really strikes me about you now, having a dog of this calibre, is he makes you so nervous. You've had sleepless nights about this dog, haven't you?
Oh, we have, yeah. I mean, when he run in the select stakes, I was stood between Liam and his brother, and they're both 6'2" and above. And I says, right lads, you better hold me up here when them traps go up, so I'll be going down. Yeah.
Is it enjoyable when you're that nervous?
Yeah, it keeps you alive, doesn't it?
It does.
It does.
But even now, in terms of Derby preparation, I mean, you almost don't know which way to turn, do you? You don't know what to do for the best.
No, we've booked his trials at Nottingham. His 2 sprints there. He'll have a 500 metre trial, and then if everything goes to plan, he'll be able to have 2 trial stakes before the Derby starts. I know some people aren't a fan of trial stakes, they just like to trial the dogs, but he ain't running company since the Irish Derby. September, which is it's a long time, isn't it? It's a long time. So it's a case of both of us coming back to form, I think, really.
Well, fingers crossed, and there's no reason why he shouldn't, and if he does, he is a genuine, real contender for the Greyhound Derby. And just for the avoidance of any doubt, what would it mean to you if you and Dumbo were up there, or George as you call him, if you were up there on the podium?
Yeah, I mean, it's a lifelong dream, isn't it, really, well, you're using all your knowledge that you've learnt all these years, like, and you try to put it into one final push, I suppose, just to try and get there. So that's what we're doing. I've got blisters on my hands from rubbing him up, so yeah, all good stuff.
He will be getting all your attention, that's for sure, and he is a real contender for the Star Sports Greyhound Derby. I hope you've enjoyed meeting Robert Holt and Trickys Dumbo and Trickys Baloo today. Thank you for having us, and good luck for the Derby.
No worries.
We'll see you there.
I hope so.